Hey, welcome. All my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy. P Funk, thinking right here in my living room where I do what I do for you. Got a little nippy, I had to come up out the lab, but I got some more work for you. Now, this is Funk Week. This is what I do for you. Right in 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Start with a message in the story. These are life lessons. I'm giving them, you receive them. Got a good thing going. Stay tuned. Let's go. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, knowing yourself a little bit better from the inside. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily, which I use, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of obtaining spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission. That's what I'm on. Today, question. Know thyself. The answer you should have. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is my kind of people. I can teach you. Why? That's why I do what I do. For you, to give you what you come for. Knowledge and understanding to do what you need to do for yourself. If you're a person who knows not and believe that you know, you're dangerous, I will avoid you. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. That's my job, to wake you up. I'm the human spiritual alarm clock. Let's go. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons, they reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my art be true. You got to have balance in your life. Before I got my app balance, I had funk balance. That's what I used to keep my life in order back in the day when I didn't have spiritual enlightenment and knowledge of self. I had something going on. I just didn't know what it was. Now that I do, I'll pass it on to you. But let's talk about right thinkers. Let's talk about funk was right thinking before right thinking philosophy. Yeah, let me break that down for you. Hope you get the understanding. But I had to figure that out for myself. What I was doing and how I was doing it was, hey, just me trying to figure something out. Just see, throw it up the wall and see what stick. Funk stuck. I'm still with it. Let's go. I have funk concepts that I live by. I didn't take my life serious at a young age. I was having fun. Funk was being you, living you, and doing you. That's what I did. So funk was right on time for that point in my life. But I played Parliament Funkadelic music constantly. I know all the words to all the previous albums from, back in Hardcore Johnny all up into this Electric Spank of the War Babies. Everything in between there, I knew them pretty much verbatim, word for word. We all had nicknames. All my crew had a funk nickname from the Parliament characters. Okay, my man was Mudbone. My old man was Rumpelstiltskin. My niece Caprice was. We all had characters, and that's where they came from. Funk. All right. Now again, funk was a way of life. Funk was a way of thinking that I grasped and ran with at that time of my life. I didn't know what I was doing. I just doing what came natural, funking. It felt good. It just worked for me, so I used it. Okay. Yeah, I have an allegiance with the funk, and it's part of my life and part of right thinking philosophy as of today. Still, I'm giving up the funk always. Okay, and everything's on the one every day. So ain't nothing changed. I'm still funking. Now the next one is you put funk with life experiences, you get right thinking philosophy. That's how I got to where I am today. Thanks to that. Funk was right. Excuse me. Funk was what kept me grounded, but it kept me thinking outside the box. Thinking was the operative word there. George told us, think. It ain't illegal yet. That was over 40 years ago. I'm starting to see where they trying to get us into this virtual world. They want to go to this metaverse. So yeah, George, on point again. I got my lessons. 40 years ago. Now I'm giving it to you. Hope you're paying attention. I can't afford free speech. It's high finance, all right? And just possible funkabilities. All these are just phrases that George throw at you that if you didn't understand it, it didn't make sense to you, but I did. Watch this. See, I use my funk concepts to what? Survive the hood, the crazy house, the prison, and anything else that I had to confront myself with during that time. Funk kept me me. That's all I can tell you. All right. Funk is in my DNA. Now I can't wait to hear my old songs and have my memories brought back to me on Friday. And I'm just sitting there and just gonna just let it all, It's been a good ride, George. I'm enjoying it. Hope you did too. I used to go to his shows, all right, with intent to get on stage. Yeah, I was. It was like the magnet. It just something just drew me to that stage. Madison Square Garden, the Apollo Theater, the Capitol Theater, wherever I went and seen George, I'm taking it to the stage. Another one of his records. All right, here you go. I'm a 50-year funketeer. Nothing bad to say about the funk. I still live it. I still love it. And got nothing but respect for it. Why? Because what it did for me, I ain't ever going nowhere. All right. I'm at the top of my game. Whoa, excuse me. Oh, yeah. Okay. Next one is funk. The definition is the state of mind according to the position of your ass and the condition you're in. Or the situation you're in, excuse me. Whatever situation you're in, if you use funk, it'll get you through it. I proved it myself. I'm about to lose it, but no. Here you go. I'm at the top of my game in my life right now. 40-some years ago, I was on top of my game then. The big dip there, up. And then, no big, listen, the Jews wandered in the wilderness for 40 years, so if I can get funk and go through my life and come back at 40 years and figure it out, here I am. That's what it's all about. Okay, I don't know how I got that analogy in there, but it all works. It's a lesson. Remember, there's a lesson here. All right. I'm always a funky, aka real state of mind. I'm funk conscious. Sound familiar? God conscious, funk conscious. It ties in. I'll make it work. Trust me. Like my man Ray Charles say, I'll make it do what it do for you. All right. I believe in funk like people believe in, here you go, Christ. Yes, it's that serious for me. I was right thinking way back then and didn't even know it. But I called it funking, and oh yeah, I was funky. But I was also cerebral. I was a thinker, always. I, I'm a thinker from back in the day with spiritual knowledge today. Hoo. Now I'm the right thinking man. Now I'm teaching right thinking philosophy. And it got a little touch of funk in it all the time. Trust me. Alright? Excuse me. I'm a right thinking master thanks to being funky. With my funk knowledge and my life experience, put me where I need to be right here. Here you go. Now, I use funk to think right. And back in the day, I didn't know that, but that's what I did. Watch this. I was told, think. It ain't illegal yet. And I'm still thinking. It ain't illegal yet, so I can still do it. Okay? Funk was my law, aka my art. Sound familiar? Yeah, that's how serious I was about the funk, as serious I am about my Egyptian God concepts. Okay? Don't get it twisted. I live to keep it real. I'm 100% always. If you knew me 40 years ago, I'm the same dude. Pretty much. I put a lot into funk, and I was rewarded with funk knowledge, funk concepts, and I'm still using them to this day. They're not going anywhere. It's part of my life. Again, if you're funky, you're going to be funky. I know what funk can do. It can move. It can move the ignorance from you. If you was faking the funk, come on, get funky. Loosen up. Let your head out. Be yourself. Enjoy life. That's what funk did for me. Okay? Yo. Hold on, dude. 1 second. Where we at? Oh, now watch this. I give respect and praise to my dude, George Clinton, for being the funk leader, okay, and keep me where I need to go for over 50 years. We're going to have a good time. Last one, about to wrap it up. Appreciate you tuning in. Funk was my spiritual discipline. It kept me grounded in myself. Funk kept me in due bounds, Masons, all right, with myself. I knew who I was at all times in the mental institution, in prison, and on the streets. I always knew who I was. P-Funk. That's me. Pure real. I knew if I lived up to my name, P-Funk, pure real, I'll be just fine. I'm still doing it. Still fine. I use that same philosophy and my right thinking philosophy. It comes natural. That's what thinking does. It's a natural phenomenon if you get used to doing it. I've been doing it for a long time. I used to use funk to keep me, but now I'm into my life experiences. I have knowledge now. It's still funk because it's real. Okay? Wrapping it up. I know funk, like my right thinking philosophy, can change your life for the better. Come on, get some funk. I got that for you too. I'll be back.